Hey guys, it's Hope. Welcome to this live stream. I'm looking at the NASDAQ right now, and I have already placed 2 trades earlier today, and they were losses, so this will be my last and only trade for today. So I'm gonna make it count. It is 8:33 a.m. New York time, and I am looking to buy the NASDAQ, and I've used a couple of indicators, or I've been playing with a couple indicators to help me make decisions. One is the EMA for my entry, because I want to see price trending in a certain direction. So if price is kind of hugging the EMA bullishly, then I would want to buy, and if it's staying under the EMA, then I would want to look for a sell. And I'm also using a volume indicator, or a volume profile indicator, as well as a psychological support and resistance indicator, and all of these are just ways to confirm what I already know about price. And we all know that indicators are just lagging indicators, and there's really nothing that beats price action. But I have built a decent foundation on price action at this point, and I need something a little extra, I think, just to give me more conviction in my bias. And so I've been using those indicators. So I am bullish, and unless price gives me bullish action, I won't be selling, because right now I am tempted to sell. Right now I'm tempted to sell, but I want to keep my bullish bias. And as tempting it is to try to sell this movement, because it's really looking bearish all of a sudden, I want to keep my bullish bias. And so I have this really cool, I found this really cool indicator. It's called the psychological support and resistance, and what it is just a way to look at the levels of the higher time frame. So here's the 8-hour time frame, right? And all of this, the only thing that this indicator tells me, the psychological support and resistance indicator, well, NASDAQ is really bearish right now. I guess that invalidates my bullish bias until further ado. But all this indicator does is just, this is support. This blue is support, the red is resistance. So it's showing me areas in the market where people have used, or price has used, a certain level, and the levels are just where price has touched multiple times at the higher time frame. So this here, this area, as you can see, since it's synced to the left, you can see at the 8-hour chart, all of this candle here, that is what is called support. And I don't trade support and resistance. I don't understand it. I just trade patterns and I guess price action movements, but I don't trade support and resistance. But I understand why this would be a psychological level, since many people have used this, as you can see, at the higher time frame in the past, where price has touched this area multiple times. So it makes sense that this is a strong support level. But that is one of the really cool indicators that I found. So it makes sense if price wants to go down to that support level. But also I saw that this area is an imbalance, and because this is an imbalance here at the 8-hour, I thought price was just going to come down, create some kind of a pattern, and then head up to the upside in this area. But for right now, it's just looking very bearish, so I'm not able to do anything. And I also have this new indicator As you can see, this is a volume profile indicator, which I find it gives me peace to see how buyers and sellers were taking action. Like I'm able to compare the areas where buyers and sellers have had more or less action to kind of confirm whether my bias is in alignment with volume. But right here, as you can see, this is the area where there has been a lot of action, as well as this area up here when they sold into support. This is price consolidated here. As you can see also that there was a lot of volume here, and it sold into a psychological level, which was also an imbalance at the 8-hour chart, but it was a psychological level because this candle tested this level, this candle tested the same level, so like all of these candles kind of like tested this specific level here as a psychological support level. So it made sense why price sold into it, and I saw this happen, but I wasn't involved in it because I had a bullish bias because of that imbalance. But right now price is invalidating my bias, and it looks like it could come to this area here. There's nothing I can do right now. This is not my signal to sell. Even though this is a swing high, I haven't had price trade into an FVG. If price wants to trade back up into a potential FVG up here, I would be interested in selling into possibly here or here. But for right now, I'm not interested in selling. We have around 7 minutes to really see if price will create an FVG to get into, because that would that's the only way that I could enter my sell position, because I did have a sell signal as well as a buy signal at the higher time frame. My sell signal was just this swing high and then this wick taking out all these wicks to the left. That gives me a bearish signal, but I wasn't comfortable entering here, even though I did see this I did anticipate this, only because there was a huge support level and the imbalance here, so it made sense why price sold into it. But price could potentially come up from this major support level, or price could potentially push down further to this level here or to this level here. If price does want to come down to the lower levels, I would like for price to create an FVG and trade into it, and then we'll zoom in at the lower time frame to see how price reacts. And if price wants to become bullish, if price is bullish because of this support level that it sold into, then I would want to be targeting these relative equal highs, and as well as this area here. So depending on how price wants to behave, that is my forecast. We have around 3 minutes and 23 seconds to validate or invalidate my potential sell position, my potential short position, because if this FVG is created, then I would want to be a part of it. And then we have 2 more minutes. And it looks like that FVG might be left there. At the higher time frame, it's really clear that price is at a huge psychological resistance level, and price has used this area here that we're reacting off of many times in the past, and because of that, we are looking at this as a really strong resistance level, which could bring price down. And we have my setup here being that this wick here took out the previous candle's wick, and this is a swing high, a 3 candle swing high. So starting at 2 a.m. I was looking for a sell, but I also knew that price had an imbalance at the 8-hour time frame here. So when price traded into that, I was waiting for some kind of a bullish signal, but there wasn't any clean bullish signal. And so starting at 2 a.m., I didn't have any clean pattern that I like to trade, which is a high, low, higher high. That low gets broken, and then an FVG is left, price trades into it, and speed coming down. And the only time that we're seeing that is here. So earlier I didn't really see any lows broken except for right here, and that could have been a really good entry, but I wasn't prepared for that. But now if price wants to come down to potentially this low or this low, I'll be looking at the 1 minute chart to see how price reacts to that FVG. And I also want to be looking at the EMA to see how trendy price is behaving. What I would really love to see if I am to sell here is I would like to see a high, low, higher high into this FVG. After it comes to this FVG, I want that low to be broken, and then again for an FVG to be traded into, and then speed coming down. And hopefully that happens here. If it does, I will be looking for an opportunity to sell. But price really could just sell off without coming up to this FVG. But to confirm that price is actually bearish and not going to become bullish, I am waiting to see some kind of a reaction here. Other than that, price very well could just become bullish if I start selling now. I also see that the point of control in my volume indicator for my session volume profile, it's not on this chart, but on my other chart it does have a point of control being in this area, and there was a lot of volume happening in this area. So if price wants to sell off, I would like for price to react off of that FVG and closer to that point of control. Price is respecting this EMA, this 9 EMA at the 1 minute chart. So for the past almost 10 minutes, price has been respecting this EMA. Still not convinced. I feel like it's tricking everyone into selling. I would not want to be in the market right now. I'm not bullish. can't sell here even if I wanted to. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I already broke my trading rules twice and ended up losing 2 trades before this one. Thankfully, I only risked, I think, less than like half a percent. I think I lost maybe like $1, but I just kind of knew that I wasn't ready yet, so I wasn't like really settled. So I risked really small, which is something. I mean, I wish that I knew earlier that I need a settling into my trading space ritual. Like I need a routine and like settling down and like preparing to live stream, preparing to trade. Everything kind of needs to be like more flowing together. So I had a lot of things going on in my mind. I was like, wanted to live stream, I found my trade, I saw my setup. But what I really need to do is have a more thorough ritual in like setting up my camera, setting up my charts, like settling into my space before I want to place a trade. I already made it a rule where if I am out and about, I am not going to be involved in a trade. Hopefully when I am more established in my skills and a more consistent trader, maybe one day I will be able to be having dinner and enter a scalp. But the way that I like to trade does not allow me to be out and about and feel like I'm focused. Like I never have a good concentration doing that. So I'm like really distracted. So I think that's a good idea for people who are trading, like swing trading. If you're a swing trader, maybe you can enter when you're like casually walking at the mall or something, but I can't do that. But not only should I not enter a trade when I'm out and about, but I should also not enter a trade until I am like in my space. Like in my space kind of a thing. I'm willing to lose out on this trade. I'm willing to lose out on this trade, and I'm willing for the trade, I'm preparing for the trade to just sell off without me because it hasn't come up to my FVG. So I am gonna let this go if it wants to go. Yeah, it might sell off. What does the 15-minute chart say? Yeah, it might sell off. It really sucks that MT4 doesn't have the 10-minute or the 1-minute. Oh no, it does have a 1-minute, but it doesn't have the 3-minute or the 2-minute. So it's looking like it is actually going to sell off without me. Okay. Looking for price to come to this area here. See if it does that. Gold is really bearish right now. It was at all-time high, and then now it's dropped from that high. So you might see the same with the NASDAQ. ES is also bearish. I'm not comfortable selling. I'm not comfortable selling here. It's respecting that EMA. interested to see how price reacts at this FEG. This 1 minute FEG can really take price to that purple line, I think. If price at the 10-minute chart trades into some kind of an FVG, I would like to focus on that action at the 1 minute to see if price will be taken down to the next level. So unless price gives me some kind of an FVG at the 10 minute, I won't be interested here. But it is respecting that EMA at the 1 minute, which kind of it makes it possible that price will respect this trend and head down to that line without the 10-minute FVG. But I want to see how price reacts to this EMA as it comes down. It is respecting the trend. Have a nice push. Okay. No idea what's happening. I don't want to do anything right now. Price just took out that low. Okay. And now we are either going to be seeing a push to this purple line, or it's going to start a pattern to rally to the upside. So 7 minutes. 22. I'm looking to sell into that next purple line. If price allows, I will have my stop at the high of this candle. I don't know if that's a good enough stop loss. I think it's better to be safe. I'm looking to sell. My TP will be down here. Only because the 15-minute traded into this gap that I like. So if this candle here pushes lower, I will be interested in selling. It is important to note though that price just took out this low here, which is why we can see either it coming back up or that it will continue down. And let's just look at the 3-minute chart. Price is still respecting this EMA here. That's opening price here. There's that FEG price traded into there. Here. That's opening price traded into there. I would be looking to sell. We'll see. It is respecting the EMA. looking bearish past this low. And this is a part of my plan because of that swing high and that wick at the 8-hour chart. So this is a part of my setup because this is a 1, 2, 3 candle swing high with this wick taking out all the previous candles wicks. And I was looking for a pattern at the 10-minute, which I didn't get that pattern until price sold into here, created that high, low, low, higher high, broke that low, and then comes back to test that high. Also, the point of control for the volume is also in this area, and we'll see how price reacts here. Like I said, because of that low that price just took out, it could just be finished with the downside. Is respecting that EMA. I have a lot of volume in this area. We have 32 more seconds with a 3-minute candle to see if it's going to respect that EMA. And it looks pretty bearish to me, but I want a clear close first. 10 more seconds. Barely. Oh. Okay, we'll see. I like that I'm not in this trade yet. I like that I've given myself a lot of time and a lot of distance between entering the trade, between my decisions. We have news. We have news at 9:45, so in 2 more minutes we have red folder news coming out. Okay. So I actually don't want to be in the market because I don't know how volatile this news is going to be. We have 30 more seconds. I don't want to be in a trade here. Even though I do want to sell, I might just wait. I'm looking for it to come down here because of this reaction here. This is my pattern. This is my entry. Don't want to confirm or deny. Don't want to confirm or deny what's happening. I just want to observe. And I would like to enter half of a percent and not a full percent. So there is a point that I'm paying attention to, and it is this here. I think that if price comes to this area here, I would want to buy, and I would want to put my stop loss right at that high right there. So if I were to sell, if I were to buy, yes, if I were to sell, my stop loss would be around 2306. And I would like for price to come all the way to this here. 2, 1. I'm selling. Oh. Okay. I sold. Did the best I could. I wish I had more peace. I think that might come with time, but I am doing the best I could. This is the best that I could do. Yeah, this is the best I could do. I risked properly. As you can see, it's a 0.05%. Have a stop loss placed. Price reacted to my FVG here. Right now it's consolidating, but I did the best I could. I really did. And I'm willing to lose. Price is still respecting that EMA that I have on this chart. I don't want you to make any sound. I'm gonna turn it off. Just really consolidating here. I don't want the charts to be... I actually want to just place my trade and leave. Because I don't want to keep staring at this consolidation. Like I have a stop loss. I really could just go do something else. There's really no reason for me to babysit this trade. It's just going up and down, up and down. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna get taken out. Price is above that EMA now in the 3-minute. I wish I wasn't in this chair. I already did the best I could. I don't really want to watch. We have around 20 more seconds to see if this candle at the 1 minute will close under the 3-minute EMA. If it does, then we are still bearish. Well, it is under that EMA now. Okay, well, I'm looking to add another 0.5. I'm adding another position. Done. Okay. 20179. Done. Just flip, thank you. I've modified my order and I will be exiting at that purple line. So okay. Here's my TP. Okay. I want to move my stop loss now, but I don't know if it will allow me to. Ugh, I hate MT4. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm getting out of this. I'm out. I made $3. Oh, I made $3. So now I know that risking 0.05, that's not enough, because I just caught that move and I only made like not even $4. So I am done for today, but I need to work out my position size, because I think that 0.05 is not actually 0.5%. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I'll figure it out later. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.